Welcome back. Whew. All right. We're in the home stretch, people. The home fucking stretch. No matter how many times I beat this game, I am always filled with dread as soon as you get into Fort Draken. Ugh.
I'll get on it. All right. Watch in horror as I rip you apart! Alright, let's go! Got it. I see it.
Come on.
Trap. Done. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Now it's too late. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? All right.
Done with this shit.
Someone's going to fall, and it sure won't be me! How about you? Now is better than later. Got it.
I think they would run away.
I'll get on it. Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Alright, let's see if I remember. Straight ahead. Yeah.
Enchantment?
Sandal, you're surrounded by darkspawn corpses. What happened here?
Enchantment!
Like, yeah, enchantment. Okay. Let me see if there
Enchantment?
if he any more runes for sale really quickly. Not that I really need. Okay, let's just empty my inventory in that case. Oh god. No matter how many times I beat this fucking game. 5 dexterity, 1 armor, 75 spirit resistance. Darkspawn shield. No. Alright. Alright, ever upwards. We might be in for an extra long finale. I guess we'll see how it goes.
Alright, alright.
Let's see, if I recall... yeah, it's around this way. An alpha, and an alpha. Okay. In that case,
This won't take long.
go crazy. Do what you do. Taunt.
Now it's on your guard, Rich!
I think that's all of them, yes?
And then it's this way. Yes. I know what's in this fucking hallway.
Got it.
Is it this hallway? Is it the next hallway? There's the room with the trap. No, it's not this way. It's not this way. It's not this way. It's this way? It's this way, yes.
I see a trap. Oh? I see a trap.
Fine!
Let's quickly taunt. Alistair, please.
Breaking a sweat already? I see a trap.
Do you? Do you see a trap?
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Oh, child. Oh, child.
Alright, alright.
Okay. Alright, everyone go after that guy, except for me.
That's right, come on!
Fuck! Alistair, taunt. Taunt, Alistair.
Got it.
Oh, Alistair.
Someone's going to fall, and it sure won't be me! On your guard, Rich! Let's see what you're made of!
Oh, there we go. Alright. Alright. Now, the surest sign that you're heading into the final boss of the game is when they, start, like, just loading you up with health
Now it's
potions.
better than later.
And they just give you so many fucking health potions. And you're just expected to, like, that, and when you come into, like, a big empty room and the music starts playing, like, that's another sure sign that, oh god, there's a
Got it.
boss fight that's about to happen, isn't there? Like, So many health potions. It's like the devs' way of saying like, anyway, good luck. Bye. Anyway, I'm gonna do some movie magic. I'm gonna restart the game because this part of the game always crashes for me unless I restart it right before I go and face the archdemon. So I'll be right back with some movie magic right now. Okay, game restarted. Base is loaded. 2 outs. Whew. Here we go. I always save the mages for this occasion. This occasion specifically.
You're gonna regret this! Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Your orders?
Ow. Do not want.
Okay, done with you now. Let's have at it!
Quickly switch to rapid shot.
Push them back!
Oh boy, I leveled up, guys. You guys, I leveled up. I'll get a chance to use that never.
And it's on your card, Rich!
I'm so excited about this level up, you guys. Think of all the times in the future when we'll get to use this this one skill point. 3 stats. Wow.
I'm sorry, am I too quick for you? Right. Got it. Let's see some blood.
Get off my healer.
Let's see what you're made of.
Off my fucking healer.
Someone's going to fall, and it sure won't be me.
All right.
This'll be fun. Strike at me if you dare.
Out. Yes! Oh my god, Severin! Holy shit! Flip Wizard! Yes! That's my boyfriend! Oh my god, Severin!
Wait. Let me. There's no need for you to die. This is my duty.
Oh god.
I should be the one to kill it.
This is my duty as much as yours. We're both Grey Wardens.
But I got one up on you. I'm not just a Grey Warden. I'm the king. And I want to be a good king. And this right here is the best king I could be. My first and last act being to stop the blight before it really starts. No one could blame me for that, could they?
I think you'd be a good king, Alistair.
Really? Because I think I would be a piss-poor king. I don't know the first thing about it. Not to mention that you're the best friend I could ever have asked for. I would be dead if you hadn't saved my life a dozen times over by now. So let me save yours just this once.
I can't let you do it. I'm sorry. Why did I download this mod? Why did I do this to myself? This ending is plenty sad enough without me making it sadder by downloading sad mods.
And then it was over. With the archdemon dead, the Darkspawn horde quickly crumbled. Most fled back into the deep roads. They would remain a threat in the years to come, but the blight had been ended before it had truly begun. Ferelden had been saved, and the entire kingdom rose up to joyously greet its new king. Grey Wardens stood redeemed, and a new age had begun. But at what cost?
My friends, we are gathered here to pay our respects to the Grey Warden that saved us all. He gave his life to destroy the Blight, a sacrifice we must never forget. It was no accident that he was there either. He was special, and each of us has had our life touched by him in some way. Some of us were friends, companions. Some of us even loved him. He even put me on this throne, despite my protests. But there was no telling him no, right? The Grey Wardens couldn't have asked for anyone finer. How do you properly honor someone like that? The Grey Wardens are building a magnificent tomb at Weishaupt, right next to Garahels. But I'd like to do something as well. Keeper Marithari, please step forward. It is good to finally meet you. We had some difficulty finding your clan in time.
I will admit that I am uncertain why you brought us here. We have already grieved, in our own way. He was our brother and our son before he was your hero. His loss lessens us all.
I agree. And while I know my people cannot truly make up for what we have done to yours, I was hoping to start. I hereby offer your people the hinterlands north of the Kokari Wilds, including Ostagar, to do with as you will.
You would give us our own land.
I know it's not the Dales, and there will be much to work out, but I was hoping...
We accept. We accept gladly.
I am glad. Let's try to do it right this time, shall we? Let all know that the Arling of Amaranthine, once the land of Arlhau, is now granted to the Grey Wardens. There, they can rebuild, and hopefully live up to this example. Friends, let us hope that he has gone on to a better place, and that he knows just how thankful we are for what he has done here. You will be missed, my friend. By us all.
In the months that followed his coronation, Alistair proved to be a popular king, if largely unwilling to involve himself in matters of governing. He traveled often, making appearances in towns throughout Ferelden to the great delight of the commoners. They referred to him as a king with the common touch, even if a few knew it was a simple aversion to life at court. News that the urn of sacred ashes had been found in Ferelden did not spread outside the Chantry until Brother Genetivi made an announcement several months after the defeat of the Darkspawn. The manuscript detailing his research and his experience with Andraste's cult drew huge interest among scholars throughout Thedas. Some years later, the Chantry announced that the resting place of Andraste's ashes had indeed been found. A ripple of excitement spread among the pious people of Thedas, with many undertaking pilgrimages to see the ashes or partake of their healing powers. Following the months of effort, the Tower of the Circle of Magi was finally cleansed of the last spirits to slip through the veil. No further abominations were created, and First Enchanter Irving was pleased to declare the circle safe. All that could be saved had been. With the slavers shut down in the alienage, the lot of the city-born elves improved for a time. The new king even named the local elder to his personal court, a scandal amongst the humans, but a sign of new hope to the elves. Shiani continued to be an outspoken member of the alienage community, and in time became the new elder. That outspokenness earned her frequent trouble, but served her people well. Arl Eamon remained in Denerim for some time, acting as the Chancellor and Chief Advisor to King Alistair. Tegan ruled over Redcliffe in his stead, and was surprised to find himself well loved by the villagers, who were still grateful for the nights he spent defending their lives. In time, Eamon abdicated in favor of his brother, an event the locals greeted with approval and enthusiasm. The young woman Caitlin eventually made it to Denerim safely, and used the small fortune she received to open a foundry while the city rebuilt. The foundry did well, turning her into a wealthy woman and respected. By chance, she met Tegan again at court, and within months, the two of them had married. Bella, the tavern wench, made it to Denerim safely. With the money she was given, she opened up a brewery of her own. The Dalish elves prospered after the siege at Denerim, having earned much respect for their part in the battle. For once, human lands welcomed the wandering folk. The new keeper, Lamaya, was respected both amongst the Dalish as well as at the Ferelden court. She was a voice of reason, and other Dalish clans would turn to her for help to resolve disputes with human folk. As for the werewolves, now freed from their curse, they remained together and took the surname Wolf in memory of what they once were. They eventually became the most successful animal trainers in Thedas, and each year would gather to light a candle in memory of the lady who had loved them so well. In Orzammar, King Balin quickly proved himself a reformer. Trade with the surface lands increased and caste restrictions were loosened. The casteless were permitted to take up arms against the Darkspawn in exchange for new freedoms. For the first time in generations, the line in the deep roads was pushed back, and a few taigs were reclaimed. Balin's reforms quickly found him enemies within the warrior and noble castes, however, and after several assassination attempts, the assembly was dissolved. The king then ruled alone. Some said as a tyrant, others said as a visionary, determined to drag Orzammar into the modern world. The dwarven mage Dagna ultimately completed her studies and rebuilt the circle tower on the surface. Eventually, she published a comprehensive theory of how lyrium vapors relate to the supply of magic. It gained a great deal of attention. This inspired mages from other parts of Thedas to establish a new circle of magi in Orzammar itself, one that had ready access to dwarven lyrium, and lies outside the Chantry's power completely. The willingness of Orzammar to harbor apostates sparked outrage that began whispers in the Divine was considering a new exalted march. Although the Anvil of the Void was destroyed, rumors about its location crept into Orzammar. Years later, thanks to the defeat of the Darkspawn on the surface, a few determined smiths managed to locate the Anvil's remains. They examined the ruins of the Anvil and, upon returning to Orzammar with their findings, convinced the Shaperate to attempt to recreate Caridon's research. A new golem was created, bound with the spirit taken from the Fade. The golem immediately went insane, killing several Shapers before it was destroyed. The research was branded excessively dangerous and sealed away. Whispers of its existence circulated throughout Orzammar, however. Demand among the Smith caste to reopen Caridon's research refused to abate. True to her word, Morrigan vanished the same night she made her offer at Redcliffe Castle. Someone of Morrigan's description was later seen traveling alone, heading west through the Frostback Mountains. Several years later, tales out of Orlais said that a strange, dark-haired mage had insinuated herself within the Empress's court. As for the Grey Wardens, Alistair was as good as his word. The Arling of Amaranthine was given to the Order, and a new headquarters established there. A statue of Ren towers over its entrance, in memory of the one who made the ultimate sacrifice so that others might live. Ren's remains were transported with full honor guard to the Grey Warden fortress of Weishaupt in the Anderfels. There they were installed in the tomb alongside those 4 others who have made the same sacrifice to defeat a blight. Wynne remained in service to the throne of Ferelden for a time, politely refusing the position of First Enchanter when it was offered to her. After almost a year, she quietly collected her things and announced that she was journeying to see more of the world before her time came. And then she was gone. Sten bowed once before Ren's remains, and then left without a word, returning to his homeland. His honor had been restored, and when fellow Kunari asked him if there were worthy people outside Parvalan, Sten would answer that in all his travels he had only met a single one. Oghren accepted a position as general of the army of Ferelden, the first dwarf ever promoted so high, and eventually both sobered up and married. When his first son was born, Oghren held him in his arms and wept, and named him after the friend who had changed his life so long ago. Shale left Ferelden soon after the battle at Denerim, refusing all offers of reward by the royal court. The golem was not seen again, but rumors abounded of an angry dwarven woman in the far north who hunted pigeons with reckless abandon. Zevran lingered in Denerim for a time, mourning the loss of his love and working for the Ferelden throne as a distraction. Eventually, the crows came after him once again, and he elected to take the fight to their doorstep, returning to Antiva. After 4 master assassins disappeared, the crows readmitted Zevran as their leader. He maintained a distance from his former comrades even then, and despite frequent offers of new bedmates, never loved again. Leliana remained at court for a time, penning a ballad dedicated to Ren, one that would eventually become known throughout Thedas. But after one performance at the palace, Leliana quietly vanished. Some say she returned to Orlais, but it is not known for certain. As the blighted lands began to heal and the Grey Wardens slowly rebuilt the Order in Amaranthine, they discovered that the fight against the Darkspawn was not yet complete. Although the Horde was routed and had dissolved upon the Archdemon's death, many of the more powerful Darkspawn survived to organize roving warbands that preyed both upon the land and upon each other. These warbands spread havoc, and some even journeyed west into Orlais or crossed the Shining Sea by the deep roads. They proved incredibly difficult to wipe out. But these are tales for other heroes. The tale of Ren ended when he sank the blade into the Archdemon's head and destroyed it forever. Whatever follows, his sacrifice will not soon be forgotten. So that's it, fam. That's the, that's part 1 of Critfail Club Wolf, the prequel, the Let's Play, or whatever stupid name I'm gonna call it. I guess stay tuned for when we meet Levon Hawk later. That should be a trip. And it should be significantly less sad than poor Ren's story. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.